Hey there guys, what's happening and welcome back to our channel. Eternals, the epic Marvel film, is possibly the most exquisite in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. There seems to be a lot of process with 10 leads, brand new cosmological ideas that require a lot of conversation to explain, and a gigantic conclusion. Number 5, Titanian Visitor. Thena, Makkari, and Druig return to the Damo, the Eternals' ship, in search of their peers on other realms to uncover the truth about their emergence, that they're synthetic beings created by the godlike Celestials and tasked with preventing the emergence of Celestials from seeded worlds which would doom their host planet's inhabitants. They're puzzled as to why their Earth allies haven't contacted them, and they're concerned that the Celestial Arishem attacked after they halted Tiamat's emergence. The advent of Eros, Harry Styles, the Royal Prince of Titan, brother of Thanos, the Knave of Hearts, defeater of Black Roger, who translocates on board with Pip the Troll, Patton Oswalt, confirms such suspicions. He warns them that their companions are in big trouble and that their goal would have to be postponed until Eros and Pip figure out where they are. As the titles roll, Feels Like the First Time, a 1977 Foreigner song that sounds like it's about romance but isn't, begins. Number 4, what does it indicate? The Eternals have gained a new comrade, but he'll unlikely be an obnoxious narcissist. Eros is an Eternal who originally debuted in the comics in 1972 under the alias Star Fox, not to be mistaken with the legendary Nintendo series of games. He chose a carefree life as he did grow up on Titan, contrasting his violent brother Thanos. He possesses the ability to physically trigger the pleasure regions of people's brains, which implies he can affect their feelings and make them excited, ecstatic, or sedated, in addition to the typical eternal immortality. Number 3, Eros doesn't require permission. When it comes to someone like Eros, the notion of permission becomes fuzzy, mainly because he considers himself a womanizer. In a 2006 She-Hulk plot, a married lady accused him of sexual harassment. His habit probably caught up with him. The nature of Eros' ability may be adjusted. He might be presented differently, since the family-friendly MCU is unlikely to delve into such a delicate matter. On November 18, Marvel released an official poster featuring Styles as Eros. Adam only has made a cameo in the film so far from one of the several mid-credits scenes in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. We observe a mystery cocoon as Aisha, the angered ruler of the Golden Sovereign, proclaims her plot to kill the Guardians with the new creation Adam. Will Poulter will portray Adam in the third Guardians of the Galaxy film, which will be released on May 5th, 2023. He's most likely to be an antagonist for the Guardians initially, according to director James Gunn. Pip's appearance hints that their destinies will meet and that the Eternals narrative will play a role in the film. Number 2, the debut of a vampire hunter. Dane Whitman, Kit Harington, is back in London in the post-credits sequence. Before Cersei was taken by Arishem, he alluded to complex family background, and we witnessed him opening a package carrying a baleful black sword. He's afraid to take it, which is natural given the box's nameplate reads, "Death is my reward." If you want Cersei back, it's probably best to just seal the box and contact the Avengers. Sure you're ready for that, Mr. Whitman? An unknown figure asks, and the scene comes to an end. Number 1, what does this imply? Let's start with the voice, which belongs to Blade the Vampire Hunter. Mahershala Ali's deliciously soft voice is instantly recognizable, and we've known he'd been cast in the part since 2019. You may recall Wesley Snipes' portrayal of the character in the Blade trilogy, which spanned from 1998 to 2004. Those films were made well before MCU, so they're not part of the continuity, and Ali will be given the character a new beginning, Blade also had a mostly forgotten TV show on Spike in 2006, also pre-MCU. Vampire-human hybrid Blade had his initial appearance in a comic book in 1973. Eric Brooks' mother was turned into a vampire shortly before he was born, endowing him with some of the vampire's typical abilities as well as resistance to their bites. His burning desire for vengeance against the vampire who converted his mother propelled him into the vampire hunting industry, and he's been stabbing them in comic books ever since. He was also born in the UK capital, so it's only right that he makes his first MCU debut there. Ali has previously appeared in Marvel Cinematic Universe as the villain Cottonmouth in the Netflix series Luke Cage. Given the multiverse crossover potential hinted at in the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, it's likely that the new Blade may cross paths with Snipes' version of the character at a certain point, though this could only be wishful thinking. Mr. Whitman, on the other hand, has been the sword-wielding superhero Black Knight in comic books since 1967. Over the years, other figures have assumed the mantle of Black Knight, but Dane is perhaps the most popular. Eternals is possibly the most ambitious film ever in the MCU. In the movie, these creatures known as the Eternals learn that their mission and what their superiors, the Celestials, desire from them are not entirely obvious. Let us know in the comments down below as to which follow-up you're looking forward to the most in the fourth phase of the MCU. And as always, I'll catch you guys later in another video. Bye now!